Welcome to part 12, everyone. Learn to fly. This is the art of loving oneself well. Enjoy the show and let your love grow. 50% of all women have pelvic organ prolapse. Well, that's because you've lost the tone and everything's just falling down. All right? You've got no muscle tone left in your pelvis or in your abdomen. So now everything's just laying in there limp. And so what is that? Well, what used to be, okay, the highway of life has now become a cesspool. So down and out, that's what's happening. You can be down and out and walk in any doctor's office, and you can be down and out and almost walk in any naturopathic office, natural health person's office, and they still don't get it. They don't get it. We kind of get it, but they don't understand the importance of this. Man, when you take control of the Holy Grail, your large intestine, you finally take control of, guess what? Your whole life. So understand this, pelvic tissue disintegration. Let me tell you something. You know what? When you have a disease in your body and you have inflammation long enough and strong enough, your tissues are disintegrating. They're dying. They're rotting out. Okay? So you need to understand this. The inguinal hernia, okay? You end up getting mesh. Understand something. The reason why you do, and I mentioned this earlier, is because guess what? You rotted out. You've got pelvic abdominal rot. So now you need the mesh because you went and rotted out the lining that was holding in your guts. Your guts are falling out. And understand, if you end up getting mesh, now you've got a foreign object and you've got trouble in River City. You better make sure that you get sutured, not mesh. Anything that gets put in you must dissolve and leave. Do you ever have like I said earlier, have you ever had a sliver in your foot or your hand? How did that irritate? Well, after a while, you're not even going to know, because what happens when you get mesh is, like I said before, it's like rebar and cement. It just dries. You don't even know it's there, but it's continually irritating, inflaming, causing more scar tissue. And you could have mesh in your pelvis, and it's actually causing you brain dysfunction. I want you to think about that. So your abdominal peritoneum has blown out, and now your intestine is hanging out. All right? What a mesh you're in. And understand something. This is the pharmaceutical companies knowing that if you put mesh into you, that you're going to have more pain and inflammation. So you're going to have to take more drugs for that. And you're going to need more surgery because you've got more scar tissue. So mesh costs $25 to produce, sells for $2,000 per surgery. We're being sold off by the pound. So it's just like I said, rebar and cement, okay? Types of mesh, you can read about this if you want. Just put me on pause, okay? All right, so we got pelvic floor and abdominal restoration. And that's what we do. And we can teach this and certify you that you can open up your own business and start helping people out, or we can teach you and do a personal treatment and training, and you'll be able to help your family out. So you can come to us, we'll come to you, or you can get certified by coming to us or taking one of our courses throughout the world. Go to itioh.com and check that out. Now, let me just say this. 100,000 men had prostate surgery last year in America. And guess what? We're going to see that grow by 25% every year until this thing pops out. Because guess what? Prostate cancer and also large intestine colon cancer, okay, is going to become the big one for men, okay, after heart attacks, because men do not know how to process their emotions. They stuff them down. So guess what? Heart attack, fart attack. All right? So let's go back to what we're talking about. Medical doctors are not trained to recognize internal scar tissue, and they never will be, because that's the name of the game. Just think if they were. Hey, we'll keep an eye on that for you. If it gets bigger, we'll cut it out. But right now it's too small. But make sure you come here when it's this size, because if it's too big, we can't get it at all. And then you'll be in big trouble. Yeah, keep an eye on that for me. You know what? Mind your own business, because nobody else is going to. I can't do it for you either, because understand something. Healthcare is emergency care. That's what we have created today. Okay? Drugs, surgery, more drugs, more surgery. Welcome to the domino effect. So understand this. It's the invisible bonds that bind you. Okay? You become toxic, twisted, dehydrated. You become very naughty. Okay? And I'll tell you something. You're not the naughty one. They're the naughty one. The systems that were created to support you, to help you, to heal you, they're the naughty ones. And let's make something really perfectly clear here. Take a look at this slide. Herniated disc. Now, we get this all the time now. Now, where does it usually happen? But it happens in L3, L4, L5, which is in the lower part of your back. Now, whether you want to believe this or not doesn't really matter, but I'm not going to debate this one. I would with somebody if they wanted to challenge me. If they're a professional, I will do it. I'll do it on my show. And this is it. The large intestine, okay, becoming dysfunctional, leaking waste into that part of the body, which is just in front of L4, L5, L3, L4, L5 is your large intestine. And when it does, it inflames the cartilage. Okay, the infection gets in there, the scar tissue issue. And guess what? There's no such thing as a slip disc. What did it do? Slip down your pants? It's in your sock, or is it in your underwear? There's no slip disc. All right? So it doesn't slip out, guys. And guess what? The cartilage can heal and the cartilage can come back. You know, we'll have people that will say that my cartilage is so thin it's wore right down. And then we'll go in and we'll do an hour and a half Wolfe Non-Surgical treatment on them from their coccyx tip to C7. And that person will be what? What will they be? 1 to 1.5 inches taller on average. Maybe just a half inch if they're shorter. But how did that happen? You weren't losing bone calcium. And how is it that the cartilage came back? Well, because it was dehydrated. It hadn't left. It got flattened out and beef jerkied. And understand something. Around the cartilage and wrapped around the ligaments and tendons of your spine and around your spine is, guess what? They will tell you what you have is stenosis, where now we can't see the nerve. Oh my God, the nerve is dying. It didn't die. The scar tissue wrapped around it and they can't see it, or the calcium wrapped around it. We can't see it anymore, but guess what? The nerve comes back. The spine comes back. I know you don't have to believe this because it's like this. I know it. You know, the majority rules, right? Well, guess what? Just because everybody's doing something or knows something doesn't mean they're right. And just because you may have only heard this for the first time, just know it doesn't make me wrong. Okay? And understand something. I'm just wanting logic. I want logic from people. That's all I want. And I will tell you right now that your spine will regenerate. Your discs will regenerate. Your tendons, your ligaments, your organs, your muscles, your joints. You need to get this. So either you can get this or you can get a spinal fusion. Because understand something, okay? Big Pharma wants to sell their drugs, okay? And the robot industry wants to send you their tools. They want everybody to become a robot. They want everybody to have some kind of robotic device inside of them. You think I'm kidding? Do your research. So, you know what? You can get rods in your back if you want, or you can come to see us. Or you can just go get spinal surgery. And why not? Go ahead. You can get a dual rod spinal fusion from T2 to the pelvis if you want. Oh, how traumatic is that? How dramatic is that? How much love do you not have in your life that you need all that drama for people to take care of you? And I'm not trying to put you down. I'm not trying to say that some people don't need this. I'm not saying that surgeries can't be life-saving. I'm not going to say that these devices can't save a life. But the rate that we're doing it, why wouldn't we do something that's more loving, more gentle before we did this? And it's not like you're going to get in right away, but you could get done or have us come to you or you come to us right away. And then all we need is a few hours. You haven't got a few hours? You haven't got a few hours to give life a chance. You haven't got a few hours to give your body a chance. You haven't got a few hours to prove that that which created the whole universe created a body that can regenerate itself. And if you believe that science is right and the body can no longer regenerate itself, then you're already done. Your life is already over as far as I'm concerned. So understand this. Whole body joint restoration therapy. So what we can do is go into every joint of the body and give you back your flexibility, give you back your strength. Because understand something, just like a river, the bend in a river collects the garbage. Your joints collect the garbage. They get scar tissue, calcified, crystallized. You know what? You don't have to be stiff and old. Yes, I'm going to get older, but you'll never see Dr. Wolfe. Daryl, call me what you want. Get stiff. I will always be flexible in my mind and in my body, because guess what? Nobody's going to program me, okay, for disease. Nobody's going to program me that I need to get old or retire. I'm never going to retire. I'm going to have an active life my whole life. And when I leave this planet, it will be having a beautiful dream and knowing that I did everything I possibly could to help my Earth family. So, Americans undergo an average of what? 9.2 surgeries per lifetime? Are we like kidding ourselves here, guys? Okay, so welcome to the Chop Shop. And if I can say something personally, I want you to know something. Yeah, you are the strongest country in the world, but you are also the sickest country in the world right now. You also eat more pharmaceutical drugs than anybody else. And understand something, you know the elite that would like to control the world, the one world order. Well, understand something. They're trying to make Americans so sick you can't think anymore. Because guess what? If they take you down, they're going to take the rest of the world down. And we're counting on you. God bless you. Just know my heart is with you. But understand the elite want to take you down. And when they do, there'll be the one world order. And you know the rest. It's a domino effect. So power be to the U.S. And this is where we really need you to power up. Okay? So don't go under surgery. Okay? Take your life back. Because if you take your life back, you may just be giving life to the whole planet. So understand something. Right now, Americans, well, it's happening everywhere, but mainly in your country, more than any other country in the world, you're being sold off by the pound. Okay? They've manipulated your mind, and they're trying to break your heart. They're trying to suffocate your spirit. Okay? And we need you to rise. So, talking about the heart, if you don't take massive personal action, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a stent. And understand something. I've seen people come to us where they have blockages up to like 85, almost 90%, and they've reversed it. I didn't say I did. They did. You understand something. Scar tissue, calcification, and plaque. All right? Crystallization. That can all be taken care of. Doesn't matter where you're talking. The joints, the arteries, okay, the muscles, the tendons, all right, the spine. Okay, do we need to keep going? I think you're getting the point here. Okay, you are an amazing healing machine. Okay, so right now, guess what? Because we're so programmed, we've bought into the program. It's called a Da Vinci surgical robot, and they're making a killing. And I say they're making a killing. How would you like to have a robot work on you? A lot of people get excited about that. But no robot is ever going to work on me, and I'm going to tell you that right now. It's called the Da Vinci Surgical System, and it allows surgeons to operate 7 feet away from their patient. And understand, I'm talking about a lot of pelvic surgery going on here, okay? Pelvic surgery. That's why I'm bringing it up, because the large intestine has rotted out your pelvis, so now we're going to have a robot go and operate on you. How's that for a domino effect? And understand something, 98%, okay, of all the new innovative medical devices are untested. Sounds like vaccines to me, doesn't it? So let me tell you this. Who's got the money? Who's got the power? And understand this. Human beings aren't worth anything anymore. Is that the truth? Let me tell you. Women have had 3 feet of their intestines fall from their vagina after getting a hysterectomy with the Da Vinci robot. How's that working for you? So let me tell you something. You can either go with a robot or you can go with a human being. Please. Surgery is the last option when you're awake. Please come, just check us out. Just check us out. Check out Wolfe Non-Surgical and just give us a chance to show you that you can take pelvic floor problems, even disintegration, and you can have restoration. Give yourself a chance, okay? And understand something. Surgery is the last option when you learn how to fly. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about when you learn how to first love yourself. First, love yourself. First and foremost, for God's sakes. So understand, you can take a tumor and you can take that tumor and make it back into normal scar tissue and then into healthy tissue. You can do this. Just as you can take healthy tissue and make scar tissue into a tumor, why can't we reverse it? We created it unknowingly, but what happens when we wake up? When we wake up, we got so much more power, we can turn it around. We can. And I'm not telling you not to work with your doctor. I'm telling you to work with your doctor, but master your own body. Master your own body. So understand something. Scar tissue, Wolfe Non-Surgical, nothing works better. Displaced calcium, nothing works better than SAC calcium in the world. Go do your homework. Go look on PubMed, which has all the scientific studies on it. Go do your research and not like try to prove me wrong, but go do your research. And then you'll see the validation of what I'm talking about. So, scar tissue, Wolfe Non-Surgical. Displaced calcium, SAC calcium. Crystallization, okay? Contamination, inflammation, okay? Disintegration of your tissues. Please go take a look at the Perfect Day Guide in my library and go to the A to Z Wellness Guide and read the first 50 pages and then go watch the videos that are dealing with your part of your body and then give your body a chance. Give life a chance. So understand something, everybody. It comes down to this. Do you want to be an emergency or do you want to be the master of your life? Well, you need to create a perfect day and then take that day and repeat it continually. And understand something right now. You can either gently cleanse daily and look after yourself, or let everybody else look after you and then end up doing deep cleanses when you're in a crisis. So whether you're talking about emergency care in medical or emergency care in natural health, I don't believe in either of them. So a lot of people will say, well, I like to cleanse every 6 months. And why do you do that? Well, because I usually feel like crap and my body feels so old and decrepit that, and I need to do that. Well, why do ever a cleanse? Why not just create a protocol called the Perfect Day and repeat that every day and never get yourself in trouble again? So the difference between two things is giving yourself the right of self-care, giving yourself the right of self-love, not self-hate, okay? And not health-care, self-care. And I need you to get this. Because if you don't, okay, then you are going to be part of the majority. And you know what? I'll give Costco this much. They know what to sell and how to do it. Take a look at Costco right now, guys. Cleanser Depends. Costco has a whole aisle of Depends for every weight, every size, every age of person. Wow. And you know what? They've done their research. Have you done yours? They know that they're going to make a killing on scooping up your poop. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So you're either going to flush the pounds to lighten the load, because understand something. It's not a weight problem. It's a waist problem. And that waistline of yours, it's falling down and out. So I want to hear you say, hey, we pooped today. Okay, thumbs up. We pooped today. We didn't just poop today. We had a great poop today. And we didn't just poop today. We had 2 or 3 poops today. Understand that. But you're not going to get that until you change your mind. You can't change your body. So you might want to check us out. Okay? We do certification courses at the Dock of Detox in British Columbia. We do them in Ixtapa, Mexico. We do them in Texas. We do them in California. Okay? And we even do them in Florida. And we do them in also in London, England. But the reality is, we haven't got back to normal yet. And this is not going to stay the new normal. The reality is this. There's nothing normal about you. I need you to unleash your God-given power. And understand something. If you've always wanted to be a practitioner, don't think you got to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. And don't think that there's not a genius inside of you, because there is. And understand you can come for a few weeks with me. I'm never just going to have you come here and let you go. We do trainings every 2 weeks. Okay? I continually support you. You can call me. All my practitioners know that. Okay? We will even build you your own website. We will show you how to market yourself. Because if we don't have, okay, thousands of people that know about self-love and self-care, we're going to be nowhere. We need to come together as a team. So if you don't want to come here and become a certified therapist, at least come to us and take our courses, take our trainings, so that you can become the practitioner for your family, the light for your family, so that you can take care of your family. Because is somebody else taking care of your family? I don't think so. So check us out. Check my whole life coach certification course. You can come here in person, face to face with me. And I only have very tiny numbers because everything needs to go into you, because you deserve it. You deserve the best. You are the best. And understand, if you don't want to come to me, then you'll be able to take my whole life coach certification online. But wouldn't you want to master your mind? Wouldn't you want to master your body? That's what it's all about. And understand something. You can't do it with Band-Aids. You can't do it with little tips. You can't do it with little tools. You have to become the master of that body and that mind. It was a God-given gift, and you need to take your power back. So check us out with Wolfe Non-Surgical certification. We've talked about that already. Or come to us for a personalized treatment and training. And understand something. Here's our personal treatment and trainings, guys. Whole body joint restoration. You can take that training. Couples training and treatment, emotional and nutritional, and learning the Wolfe Non-Surgical bodywork. Or you could come for our perfect pain-free pregnancy, which is where we teach you a year before you get pregnant how to love yourself, your partner, how to heal yourself, your partner, how to go through the pregnancy and have a healthy baby, right up until your child is 7. And you get to learn the Wolfe Non-Surgical so that your wife, your spouse, your partner has a pain-free pregnancy. How would you like to eliminate the scar tissue in her abdomen, her spine, her pelvis, her hips, her knees, her ankles, and every other joint and muscle she has, so that she feels young and beautiful and energetic through the whole thing? It does not have to be a painful experience. And number 4 is our athletic, deep tissue, body work training for athletes. Number 5, our Wolfe Non-Surgical personal treatment and training, where you come to us or we come to you, and guess what we do? We tailor it to suit your condition, your lifestyle. And understand, the condition that you're in is more important than the condition you have. And we work with both of those things because it's called whole body healing, everyone. Whole body healing. So I want you to focus on health. I want you to focus on health for yourself, because you need to become it before you can give it. You need to know it before you can teach it. All right? So we need to focus on creating a perfect day for ourselves. So go and check out my Perfect Day Guide. And in there, you'll be able to see the Perfect Day Diet. Okay? You'll be able to see the Perfect Day Emotional, the Perfect Day Energy Medicine, and the Perfect Day Exercises. And put those together and then start working on creating your masterpiece. And that would be you. Because I need you to understand something. It's really important. Don't focus on a diet with an expiration date. Focus on the perfect day that you just repeat every day. That is the key. So, the perfect day, if you want to get started, you can do it on your own. Just go into my library, and if you want to really go, hey, I want a coach. Hey, wait a minute. I want a couple coaches. All right? You'll get me, and you'll get the master consultant that you pick on my website. So if you go to my website and you go to docofdetox.com, click on consultants, then get a consultation. You click on there. You'll go in to the portal, pick the consultant you want. You'll fill out the history. That'll get sent to me. I'll go over it with your master consultant. They will do a consultation. It's an hour long. They will send you the audio. And then guess what? we start creating your perfect day, and then you have unlimited access and support to us. And understand, when we say it, we actually mean it. You're not going to get a robot on the phone. These are all live people. We're going to answer all your questions. You don't have to buy our supplements. You don't have to come for our therapies. You can be the master of everything you want. We will only be there at the level that you want us to be. Look, at teamwork makes the dream work. And remember something, your questions matter, but better, your life matters. Okay, so go to the Doc of Detox library, check out the Perfect Day Guide, check out the Braveheart Way Guide if you want, and then join Braveheart. It's a huge online emotional training that you can take at your own pace. And then if you're a woman, and if you're not a woman and a man, you better check out I Am Woman and find out how men have manipulated women to try to wipe them out and take away their power. Yeah, shame on us. Anyways, go into my library, and here's all the things that you're going to find in my library. There's even more, but take a look at these and then see what I have to offer for you. And understand something. It's your library. And understand, this is a library where you can take massive personal action. And guess what? If you think I'm kidding, you go through my library and you read everything, write everything down, and you challenge us on any way you want. But if you go and do all of that, and then you attend my live Q&As that I have every Monday, and you start watching some of the things that we do and the interviews we have with people, you're going to be smarter than the practitioner you're probably going to. You heard what I said. Okay, so make sure you go and check out the A to Z Wellness Masterclass. And guess what? Okay? Check out the A to Z Masterclass. And inside that Masterclass, you're going to find all my other Masterclasses. Okay? They're all going to be put up into there. Or you can go to them and you'll see them separately in the library if you just want to click there. All right? I already talked about this. Braveheart Online Emotional Training. Okay? Just go on it, click on it, and see what you think. You be the judge, all right? Now, I want you to go to my library and I want you to take a look at the Braveheart Way 12 Self-Loving Steps. And I really want you to take a look at Lionheart Breathing. I want you to look at the Love Band Life Band, because I'm telling you, this saved my life. This is a hug. That's a kiss. And that's me snapping back to the present moment, where the only place you have power. And it's 3, 2, 1, I got this. Because in the armed forces, they teach the military when they're at war to count backwards when they're thinking about their family, because they might get their head blown off. And we're getting our head blown off many times a day right now. 3, 2, 1, I got this. 3, 2, 1, there's a new sheriff in town. 3, 2, 1, I love and approve of myself. And if you do this continually, because it's repetition that changes the subconscious, and when you change the subconscious, right, you'll be more conscious, and then you'll change your body. So that's how it works. Lionheart Breathing, Braveheart Love Band, Life Band. Do your mirror work. You'll read about it. And then do your personal mirror work, or do the couple's mirror work, and do that for 30 days. And we'll have changed your life forever. And for the first time in your life, you'll go, I got this. 3, 2, 1, I got this. I own this. I am this. All right, so don't forget, 4 self-loving steps. Take a look. They're right here. Take a look at the slide, and then go in and start your work. And don't forget the patting and clapping. Clapping for health. All right. You'll want to go in there and do the masterclass, because understand something. When you start clapping the body and taking action, you're going to make everything come to the surface. Let's make everything come to the surface. Let's deal with everything. Let's get rid of the dysfunctional issues and the dysfunctional tissues. Okay? I know you can do this. And then don't forget, check out my I Am Woman Masterclass. Also, the emotional chemistry of disease and healing, where I teach you that you've inflamed your brain before your body. There's a lot more to it than that. And guess what else I have coming? Thrive. Thrive is, the most in-depth slideshow that I've ever done. Thrive will be about 12 to 15 hours long. And when you go through this, I am going to show you Thrive. And guess what? How to thrive on planet Earth. These are the rules, the real rules of the game. You've been given the wrong rules. They've ruled, schooled, and fooled you And I'm going to do my best to try to uncover that so that you can uncover the lover within you. Okay? So don't forget about my Doc Talk Q&As every Monday, everyone. And don't forget that I do Doc of Detox show where I have special guests and people that are so informative, that are so life-changing. Okay? Because guess what? When you decide to master your mind, you'll master your body. To rise to your potential, you must fly, right? You must, so that you get high. Now, what does that fly mean? That fly means first love yourself. Understand that. First love yourself. The only permanent healthcare is self-care. The only permanent love is self-love, and then shine that on the world. Be the blessing that you've always wanted to be. Be the blessing. So guess what, guys? I think we've lightened our load, and now we're on a roll. And never forget this, okay? Total self-love, all right, is the way. We are the way. Total self-love is the Braveheart way. I want to thank everybody for joining me. And I want you to have the best life ever. And to do that, okay, you must walk away from systems. And you must become the total system. And to do that, it is called self-care, self-love. God bless. 3, 2, 1. I know you got this. I hope you enjoyed the masterclass. And don't forget, we're here to support you. Take care. Well, we made it to the end of How to Become Number 1 at the Art of Number 2, but only the beginning of the most incredible relationship, because now you understand the importance of the gut-brain connection. You're on a roll. So let's move up to the next masterclass so that you can become the hero that you've been waiting for, the light that guides your family to freedom.